Today we're going to be banging out the airbrush and knocking out some skin tones on that orc warlord's flesh. Yo dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on the literal best of all days. Coming to you from the Beats Lab in Hollywood, California. We are doing it again. We're going to be getting intimate with the orc warlord from 3D Art Digital. I'm going to show you a creative skin tone recipe. Remember guys, you can be following along on Twitch. We always take it to the next level on Twitch. 2 days a week, Tuesdays, Fridays. Let's start migrating from here to there, guys. It's a far superior platform. I'm going to take a quick second to shout out a couple of legends from my Patreon page. Yo, real quick. Florian, Chris, Keegan, Jared, Charles, David, Revoke, David, Dark, Nirix, Manuel, Alex, Clint, Fred, Edward, and Alex. I can't do it without you guys. Patreon is my personal crowdfunding page. It is how we keep the lights on here at Next Level Painting and provide you guys with that early access, VIP, exclusive experience. Anyway, guys, let's do it. Orc Warlord on deck right here. He's straight naked. He's missing all his fresh armor, but look at that sweet hammer. That hammer is at that next level, guys. If you missed it, we did it live on Twitch and now I've uploaded it to Patreon. We took this to that next level live all day, every day. Now let's take a look at him with all his armor. This is Malibu Barbie himself looking fresh. We're gonna start the show with a little charred brown. We're basically using this as the shadow, and we're gonna use Airbrush Flow Improver as usual. This is the standard protocol here. So we're gonna just cover him in this charred brown. We're treating this, like I said, as the shadows. All the nice darkness here. We want it to be a little bit more interesting than just black. So we are gonna do a really creative workup here today. At least I hope it's creative. Starting with charred brown, ending potentially with straight up flesh tones. So what we're trying to do here is just maximum coverage, thin coats, go back and forth. Don't rush it. Maybe 2 coats if you have to, 2 separate passes. No big deal. Now we're going to switch it out. Beaten purple, P3 formula right here. We're going to use this 50-50 with that charred brown to make this kind of muddled, kind of maroon color right here. And we're going to begin the Zenthio process here of highlighting them from the top down, trying to create some interesting highlights. This will be the true mid-tone, the actual predominant color of his skin. And we're going to keep working our way up from here. It's real easy, guys. You see all those big, broad muscles. They cast natural shadows down on themselves. It's real easy to see in a model this big. We're just accentuating that. We're going to go in with pure purple, and you're going to really see it. We're aiming where the light would be, and we're letting it skitter off of those pecs, kind of graze the tops of those abs, and leave all that brown engaged in the shade. It's really easy to do. You can see it. Look at all those shadows, those natural shadows. We're just playing off of those shadows, like those hard edges. And we're just spraying from the top down. We're not going crazy. We're not light scientists. We're just making it easy on ourselves. These big models, they do most of the work for you. They cast their own shadows all by themselves. Now we're going to get swifty. Little sunny skin tone, game color. This is a Vallejo paint. We're going to go in 50-50. And this is where we're going to really start seeing those highlights. Getting those muscle bellies. Skitter it off, get it across those abs. He's got very subtle details in his obliques and his ribs, and by being very subtle and letting the angle be extreme, we're going to pick all those details out with this airbrush face. We're chasing a purple pale skin tone. We want it to be a little bit on the muted side, but I still like to have some vibrancy in all my models. We're not going to go super crazy with the pinks or anything like that. But here's the second pass, introducing a little bit more of that highlight game. And you can go back and forth, guys. We can switch back to the purple at any time if we feel it's too extreme and glaze the purple back in. It's not very difficult at all. That's a good starting place right here. If you want to go brighter, you can go brighter. If you want to go darker, you can go darker. Too easy. Right now, we're using a little bit of that purple, and we're just kind of glazing it out again. We're just cutting some of those extreme highlights down a little bit, creating a little bit more of a natural transition. Airbrushing big models is fun because you can just go back and forth all day. Recreate the colors, make them look amazing. Definitely don't think of the airbrush as you have to be a dark and then go bright. You don't have to. You can go dark, bright, back down to dark all day, every day. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you right now. Here we go. Scoot in with a little bit of that purple. and we're just gonna create some nice little transitions on those abs, right? We're blurring a new line of purple in around all the shade, because the purple is gonna look a lot different over all this sunny skin tone. And there's no white here, guys. This is all sunny skin tone mixed in. And what we're doing is purpling it up a little bit. Now we're gonna take a little black, put it right in the pot. Take a little bit of that beaten purple, mix it in, throw a little flow improver in there, no big deal. And we're gonna create a nice, really dark violet shade here. And we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning. So we're back to dark. We're gonna just aim at the shadows, very thin, glaze in our airbrush. And we're gonna just subtly, with 99% air, 1% paint, begin to add contrast to the shadows underneath those huge muscles, under his armpit, you know, where his straps are meeting his skin, under his deltoid. Anywhere we could sneak it in and get away with it. That easy, guys. Airbrushing is an art. You can go back and forth. There are no real actual rules. Just stay busy in the Beats Lab, always stay brave, and you can always achieve fantastic results like this. This didn't take very much time at all. He looks magnificent. Anyway, guys, we're going to be taking this guy to that next level on Twitch. Don't hesitate to follow up on Facebook for questions. Play on, players.